the revolutionary ankle lock system, an integrated brace built into the boots, delivering unrivaled support, protecting ligaments from twists, tears, and trauma.
Cool. Regan Slaymaker for Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Store and Our Kings, and I have the pleasure to be joined by the former WBA super middleweight world champion George Groves. George, I could get used to charity nights at places like this. I mean, it's a bit too upmarket for me.
Do you think?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, you got a black tie on, not quite the black tie, but no. When they say, "Do you want to come to the show?" Where is it? Grosvenor House? Yes, absolutely. Count me in. I'll bring the wife. Yes, I'll be there without any question of a doubt. So I'm really looking forward to this one. I think I'm not sure how often we've had ex-footballers in with each other, but I think this is great. It's two cracking personalities in the main event: Jody Morris, David Bentley. I've enjoyed the bits and pieces that I've seen of the build-up. I can imagine there's going to be a lot of nerves here tonight, on the night, and I just love the thought of footballers who perform at elite level, who are now retired, and now have got to experience something totally different in trading punches with each other underneath the spotlights, in front of their friends and family, in front of their opponents' friends and family, and see if they can hold it together, see if they can hold their nerve and keep the emotions in check. Because football is the closest thing you can ever get to an emotional sport in terms of boxing, because every sport you have to be physically there. High-end sport you have to be mentally there, but boxing you've got to be emotionally there, because someone's trying to take your block off, right? And that can play with your feelings sometimes, and tonight we'll see if that happens.
Definitely. I mean, I do want to preface, my black tie actually broke because this is the closest thing I've got.
I love it, man. You look, yeah.
I've got to rock with it. I was speaking to Graham Stack at the launch press conference, and he said kind of one reason why he wanted to do these, obviously raise money for great causes, but to give retired sports people kind of a bit more of a focus of life after their profession, obviously as a retired world champion as yourself. I mean, how important is that to kind of maintain focus after kind of your career has ended? How important is that?
Oh, it's very important. You have a routine as an athlete, because it's impossible to operate if you deviate from that. You're in the gym all the time, and as a boxer, you only get to box at the top end once or twice a year, so you're in the gym a lot. Whereas football players, they're together as a team. They train together, they travel together, they play together week in, week out. So they're even more institutionalized, really, for that matter, in my opinion. So when that all stops, when they decide, they might have that bit of freedom, that yes, I've got my lay-ins in now, I've got my Christmas day back, or whatever that may be. After a while, it's gonna dip off, and they're gonna miss the routine. So for any athlete, but anyone in particular who had a massive change in their life, if they can have an opportunity like this, with boxing, you have to make that commitment. Straight away you go, I'll give that a go, but it might be 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 10 weeks, 12 weeks in the gym, and you've got to learn a new skill very quickly. Some of these guys, might have only been in the gym 2 or 3 times before they've actually had a punch in the mouth, because they know actually we've got to accelerate this growth process. Sparring's the key, and I think it's a great thing for many ex-athletes, and boxing in particular, because you can just train for a very important single evening. You wouldn't be able to be, in my opinion, train this hard for a football match, because if you're having a bit of a stinker, someone's going to sub you off. It's not the end of the world. You're going to get embarrassed. You're going to get punched in the face. But boxing, yeah, you have to.
Definitely. Final 2 from me. I don't want to take too much of your time. I want to revert back to your career. I mean, I ask a lot of retired fighters, what was your finest night in your opinion?
What finest night? Well, my best memory is winning a world title at the 4th attempt. Of course, that became my story. Didn't want it to be my story when I first started out, but yeah, world title at the 4th attempt, beating Fedor Chudinov at Bramwell Lane, in a stadium, on the undercard. All the things sort of in my favour, but also stacked against me. Had to make that night count throughout the fight. It's a tough fight. It's a grueling fight. End up getting cut. End up getting my jaw broken at the end of the 4th round. With a really tough opponent, and know that this is last chance saloon. But yeah, land on him in the 6th round. Start raining in punches. Hope for the best. Stop him. And the weight of the world lifted from my shoulders. Couldn't have asked for anything better. my finest moment, my happiest moment.
Definitely. And Lucas Roehrig back out November the 21st. I mean, what a fight you've got on your hands there, George.
Yeah, Lucas Roehrig, one of the most exciting prospects in British boxing, in my opinion, which is obviously biased, world boxing. Cruiserweight, 6-0 now. He's out again, on the Wasserman card, which is undercard for Harlem Eubank. Friday, 21st of November in Brighton, and things are flying. Things are great. I think he's improving, fight on fight. Week on week within the gym. And there's so much more to come. So it's really exciting for me as a coach and my new venture now, implementing a strategy to get him to the top, as his trainer and his manager, learning as I go and also drawing back on the experiences that I had and knowing that he's a little bit different and maybe things will be a little bit different. But at the same time, I can always turn around to him and say, I know what you're feeling, brother. I know what it's like now. I can tell you this, I can tell you that, and it's up to you to go out and do it. But, so far so good. It's really exciting. It's something I love doing. I love working with him. And, talking about feeling like you need to fill a void after boxing. I had 5+ years after retirement of, working on the media side of things, the other side of the ropes, but now bringing in also being a full-time boxing coach, professional boxing coach. It's been very rewarding and, really exciting.
And long may it continue. Chelsea fan to Chelsea fan, George Groves, thank you very much.
Thank you very
Cheers,
much.
Mate. Thank you very much. Cheers, George. Thank you very much, mate.
The revolutionary ankle lock system, an integrated brace built into the boots, delivering unrivaled support, protecting ligaments from twists, tears, and trauma.